What up, what up, what up, and welcome to motherfucking Pnoid Live. God damn it, how y'all doing? It's a Saturday night rumble room. Man, listen, I was sitting here jamming out, getting my hair bright, getting ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to handle that business. It's how this operates. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Anyway, man. Yo, look, man, we out here getting it done. We out here doing what we do, and we got some new stuff for y'all, all right? Tom P's decided, you know what, man, I'm sick of YouTube not paying me. Real shit. I'm tired of YouTube not giving me no money. And I mean, we got monetized for 5 days the entire time we've been on this platform. Me and Excel been grinding for years trying to make some money. But real shit, we ain't made a goddamn dime off of YouTube. We make money off of Streamlabs. We make money off, you know what I mean? That's pretty much it. And Patreon, right? We got like 3 patrons. I thank all y'all for being there. It's appreciated, right? But real shit, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, the reality is that, you know what, man? Google don't like us. YouTube don't like us. The big G does not like Tom Peace. And that's all right. It's all right. They ain't supposed to like a motherfucker like me. You know what I'm saying? San Francisco people would never like somebody like me. That's just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta apologize, man. I got a stain on my shirt. Man, listen, it's laundry day. I'm out here doing laundry, getting it done, handling my business, doing what it is that I fucking do. So tonight on the podcast, I wanted to sit here and I wanted to talk about the Mexican situation at the moment, right? Because I was sitting here talking with Gaming and Yelling. Gaming and Yelling was over here looking at me like, hey, look, you know, I mean, there's no way we can have a war with Mexico. There's too many Mexicans in America. They end up turning into terrorists, right? Yo, Big Lazy Wolf, what up? Pike Burton, what's going on? Neffel, Object of Hate, how y'all doing? You know, I mean, it's nice to see everybody out here tonight. You know, more people, they'll get in as they go through, right? But Gaming stood here and, you know what I mean? He was standing here talking about, you know, you could never have a war with Mexico because you could never deport that many people. And I was like, I don't think that you understand the word can. All right. Because legitimately, Michael Hatfield, how you doing, man? You know, it's nice to see you around again. It's been a while since I've seen you. You know what I mean? It's nice to see you. Man, things is going all right, man. I made some homemade chicken pot pie today. Ate like a king. You know what I'm saying? I like 4 or 5 bowls, to be honest with you, just because it was so good. Right. Sat down and finally watched Avengers Endgame. Like, man, because I've been wanting to see that forever. Right. And so me and Gaming was standing here talking about a war with Mexico. Right. Radical Rick. What up, Victor Rand? You know what I'm saying? Can't use the gorilla. I can use the gorilla, but like, these streams do better when I just show my face. You know what I mean? Legit. The streams just really do better. Right. Merry mustachioed gorilla. Yeah. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, I was talking about Mexico. I was talking about Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Nice to see everybody out here tonight. You know how this goes. Yeah, so but he was saying like, did you see Joker? No, I did not see Joker, right? Walls are a political will problem. I can't build it. Physically impossible. Walls have been built all over the place between countries, right? You can't actually type gorilla in the chat. Are you fucking kidding me? We can't put gorilla in the chat. This is the gorilla channel. How can you not put it? Right? Yeah. Neffel, I don't care about that nonsense. Real shit, man. Fucking dude, I saw that to begin. I saw that like 4 days ago. Like, Neffel, this is not new news to me. All right. This isn't something that, right? Time force. Yeah, that's right, man. I'm actually a gorilla. I'm legitimately like really an actual gorilla. And I mean, I live inside of a zoo. I fling poop at people. I jump towards windows when the children motherfucking stand here and get in it, right? Yeah, you can type gorilla. Like, I don't know why you fucking couldn't do it, right? Anyway, right? Yeah, Neffel, dude, I heard about this, the alleged ties, a sex cult, whatever. You know why they have alleged ties, a sex cult? Because everybody who stands here and talks about Mormons who's a feminist talks about them being in a fucking sex cult. Real shit. That's what that really is. You know what I mean? Like that's really the situation. Callan, what up, my brother? The link is in my Discord if you want to come in and have a conversation with me tonight. You know what I mean? It'd be appreciated. You know what I mean? That way I'm not out here doing this on my own. I don't mind doing it on my own. I handle what I handle. You know, I do my thing. And I tend not to do bad with it. In the last week, actually on Thursday, we had a hell of a stream. Like real shit. I ran off for about like an hour on solo. Like, and I was good. Right? Yeah. Victor, it might be like legit. Because here's the thing, man, I don't have any like whatchamacallits on my thing, right? Like I have no filters on my shit. You wait, what up, dude? Yeah, I think you're in my Discord. I'm pretty sure. And if you are, you can pop in and hang out with me. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta show your face and nothing. You can use your avatar. You know how that works, right? YouTube like Victor is racist. He can't say gorilla. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Philip Blair, man. Fucking it's appreciated. You know what I mean? How you doing? You know what I mean? You can't say you said Joker without saying the Joker. Awesome. Why is this Jew sounding like Pnoid? That ain't Pnoid. Pnoid is a gorilla. Look, I'm not a Jew. I'm an Italian. All right. And there's not a whole lot of difference in the looks department between a Southern Guinea and a Jew when it really comes down to it. Anyway, right? So anyway, right? Yeah, it's weird. It's right. Well, I can't stop talking and just replace whatever problem with this question. The question is, what are you going to do about it? All right. So let's get down and dirty about this war on the southern border. It needs to happen. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So let's first off let's address Neffel. All right, because Neffel put up that joint about these females being in a sex cult. All right. Every female, all right, who's like has like 2 or 3 broads or banging one dude, they're in a sex cult. They have them brainwashed. I mean, because like, yo, Lord forbid that any females would want to stand here and share a dude. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's completely outside of the ordinary because it's outside of the ordinary for these retards. All right. That's like a TI thing we were talking about last podcast, right? They're like, oh man, why would you stand here and have some dude as your father dictate who it is you can have sex with? I was like, y'all would much rather her be a slut. No, we just said we don't want her to be forced to be a virgin. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Right? Yo, these motherfuckers, it's fucking annoying as shit. It's like the dumbest shit ever. Like, yo, for fuck's sake, let if the dude's gonna be responsible for his fucking kids, right? He's the one that's got to pay for that grandbaby that's gonna be born. He's the one that's gonna have to pay for her herpes pills. He's the one that's paying for her fucking insurance. He's the one standing here paying for all the shit that they fucking go through. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck is it, right? Like real shit, why the fuck is it that you have to stand here and motherfucking go, oh man, you know what I mean? You can't be standing here taking away women's freedom. Why? Like, they're not really fucking people when it comes down to it. And like, I get tired of this mentality and this attitude, right? Like, legitimately, I get sick of this fucking attitude of like, they be like, Tom Pease hates women. Like, I don't fucking hate broads. But what I'm saying is this. Like, yo, you just don't get a say in what it is we're doing. Like, we're standing here working on things, right? We're standing here talking about fixing the world and handling what we got to handle and making the world a better place for you. All right. You don't get to choose about that because a better place for you ain't a better place for all of you. It's not a better place for your fucking kids. You having the freedom to stand here, you know what I'm saying? And like be fluid gender does not help the rest of fucking society in any way, shape, or form when it really comes down to it. It's the dumbest fucking shit ever. Letting a fucking 15-year-old dictate how they run their life. It's fucking stupid. Nigga, stop goddamn spamming the motherfucking chat, right? It's like, yo, it is the most annoying shit in the history of shit. Really. Like, you know, they never fuck, like, yo, you would stand here and motherfucking, like, have, like, somebody who doesn't have brain one inside of their heads and ain't thinking about later on, right? Because, like, when I talk about my kids and I'm like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Right? When I talk about my kids, I'm like, look, I'm not raising them for today, all right? I don't give a fuck if they behave in school right now, right? What I give a fuck is, what are they going to be at 30 years old? You know what I'm saying? Am I still going to have to take care of them when they're fucking 30? Or are they going to have the willpower, strength, and horsepower, the motherfucking, oh, dude, bro, you got to go to the motherfucking, whatchamacallit, the Streamlabs link. I put it in the motherfucking Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, yo, or the fucking StreamYard link right there. You got to hit the StreamYard link. And I mean, you want to come in and hang the fuck out with me. And I mean, like, real shit. Like, that's the reality of things when it really comes down to it. You know what I mean? Yo, you can't let individuals stand here, right? Hang on, I'm putting my headphones in since U-Wave's coming in. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I ain't had them bitches in when I started off this bitch. Right? You can't have people, all right, who it is that the society benefits be the individuals who dictate how the society goes. Like, legit. That's not how things operate. That's not how stuff's supposed to be. All right, because like, yo, when we're standing here building a society, it's for all women and children. It's not, you know what I'm saying, like them dictating how the fuck it goes. When you do that shit, that's like letting somebody, how do I put this, man? Yo, that's like letting the wolves decide how many fucking chickens they get to eat. You know what I mean? I'm like, we're gonna eat all the chickens. No, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, we need chickens for later on. So like, yo, you have to have the mentality to be able to save for later. The mentality of like, yo, look, this isn't just about today. It's about fucking tomorrow too. And that's why the fuck I get aggravated about this goddamn dumb shit. When motherfuckers bring up these bros, they was in a sex cult. No, the fuck they wasn't. All right, this is some stupid feminist piece of shit California broad standing here going, oh man, she was, you know what I mean? She was over here. There was like 4 of them. They were all married to the same guy. It's a sex cult. She was brainwashed. I mean, heaven forbid a female make that fucking decision. You know what I'm saying? To go, you know what, man? Like, yo, I'm safe. I'm good. I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? Everything's taken care of. The bills is paid. I got food. You know what I'm saying? Not let me on as long as I don't cam. Never use it before. Oh, nah, bro. You just hit the little cam button, man. It turns your camera to fuck off. You ain't got to worry about the cam. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it just shows up like your name or an avatar, whatever the situation is, right? Yo, man, hold up. Let me stand here. I think I might need to hand out some wrenches because I ain't never seen a traversable philosophy. How the hell you doing, man? It's nice to see you over here, right? Yo, let me hop in my motherfucking joint real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Hit pause. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do. I need to hand out a wrench. Add moderator. There we go. Right. And you know what I'm saying? Then like, yo, there we go. Frankly, my dear, a useful thing. Yo, you'll never learn anything good in school. Real shit. They don't want, yo, because they don't want you to be educated. They want you to be like an obedient worker. What they're doing is they're standing here. They're bringing the top individuals down and they bring the dumb motherfuckers up a little bit. That's all the fuck they doing. All right. They're trying to get everybody to this level here. And here's the other half of this, right? Like, yo, you know what the average IQ is of a female fucking teacher? What is it? Like fucking 87? Like, yo, what the fuck are you going to do when like half the population is smarter than you and you're over here trying to educate? What the fuck are you going to teach those people? There we go. There's my nigga. Motherfucking you wait.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
How's everything going? How you living, man?
I'm doing very good. It's been a lovely Saturday. We got some, Logan Paul. Have you heard of these YouTubers who are gonna be facing each other? Logan Paul and KSI are having their little fight. If you want, like, in a boxing match for like 6 rounds, if you want, I'll send you a link and I'll put a link in the chat so that anybody can see that shit for free. Because for some odd reason, it's pay-per-view and it's like some stupid shit. So,
oh yeah, they trying, yo, because Logan Paul lost all of his motherfucking ability to make money on YouTube because nobody wants to watch his bullshit no more.
Jesus Christ, you know more about Logan Paul than I fucking do. I just thought it was a white guy versus a black guy, and they just gotta settle some shit.
Yo, the last time I seen a good celebrity boxing match, I closed my door just in case, right? Fucking like, yo, the last time I seen a good celebrity boxing match was back. I think MTV did one with Sticky Fingers from Onyx. Right, yeah, versus like some random ass white skater dude. And Sticky Fingers got fucked up. Like, yo, I was like, dude, how you just gonna get beat up like that in live TV? The fuck is wrong with you, man? Come on.
I'm in shock because like Sticky Fingers looks like a fucking like straight up like dog, and he actually got his ass beat. I never thought that was even possible.
Yo, man, Sticky Fingers is a gorilla too. Like that's a motherfucking savage little monkey looking motherfucker right there. He got his ears sticking out the side of his head and shit. Like, yo, I always like the Onyx. So anyway, right? Fucking Frankie, my dear, fucking who was it? Oh, Philip Blair says sometimes it's 4 dudes married to 1 gal. There are all types. I'm like, yo, I don't respect niggas who's sharing abroad. All right. If you out here on a timeshare with a bitch, like, yo, yo, if you got a timeshare, bitch, bro, like legit, you probably should not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't getting no respect out of me. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. You know what I mean? Sort of like if you know what I'm saying, you standing here, you know what I mean? Fucking like if you like the side dude or something, bro, you know what I mean? Like, that's your position. You've been in that, like, I've been in that position with a bitch for probably about 20 years now. Okay. Right, where I've just been a perpetual side dude, right? I don't have a problem with that at all, you know, whatever, like, do what the fuck you do, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, like, I'm gonna hit that every once in a while, you know, that's like my back burner pussy, you know what I mean?
No, my problem is dudes who actually take it to the point where you start getting emotional. You see, there's certain rules when you have a side chick. You can't get emotional. You can't be in love. You can't let any of those things affect you. It's all about the pussy and what she brings to the table and what you bring to the table. That's how it works. And when you start letting feelings get attached to it, that's when you fuck it up. And then you forget, you think she's yours, but in reality, she never really was because she was just down for the play. And you can't really respect the chick like that because at the same time, you have to understand that this chick isn't really looking to, she's not looking to pick you. She's not looking to have one. She's looking to have fun at the side. And it really determines her age. If she's in her early 20s, you understand that, it's youth and she's just looking to fuck around. You see, that's what you have to understand when dealing with a side chick. And there's nothing wrong with it. And I commend you for that, brother. Everybody should have a side chick at one point in their life. You need that experience.
Like, yo, yeah, you should have something always on the back burner. I'm gonna tell you what else too. Like, here's some more real shit that most motherfuckers don't know. Like, yo, when you're standing here banging a broad, it's good to have other broads beside, like, on the side, just because it makes you less motherfucking willing to, like, like, back down to that bitch and do what she wants. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I keep saying. You never go after the one hit wonder. You go after anything that gives you a level of attraction. You keep going after, even after you got her, you keep going after, because it's gonna keep you from getting vulnerable. Women don't want to be the most important thing in your life. All right.
Yeah.
They just don't want that. They want you to be out there doing your thing and handling everything else. And then they want to be a small part of it. When you start getting into one-nighters is where you fuck up. Where you start making it out to be this one chick and trying to make her the most important thing is when men mess up, and you have to consistently. I think our job as men is to spread our seed everywhere we possibly can. Now, you don't want to get a bitch pregnant. You don't want to get anyone pregnant, right? But you want to have multiple women in your life as much as humanly possible. And then there's a plan B, brother. You see, if one doesn't work out, fuck you. I got someone on the side. I got somebody else there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I am fully behind your ideology. Like, yo, it's kind of like having a second job, like a job lined up, like before you leave and going into your boss's office and going, hey, look, I need a raise. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you can stand here and have some negotiating points if you go, I got somebody else that'll hire me right now. You know what I mean? When you look at your bitch and go, I don't fucking need you. You know what I'm saying? They love that shit. They want you to be that dude. They don't want to be motherfucking. They don't want to be that person for you that, like, they're the end all be all of fucking everything, because then they're relied upon. Then you need that broad. And when you need that broad, that's when she wants to fucking run. It's like this, man. Fucking every time you start chasing some shit, it starts fucking running. That's a case point in life. It doesn't matter whether it's pussy or money or fucking success. If you're chasing that shit, real shit, it's going to start running from you. Like, yo, you just got to put your grind in, know what the fuck you're doing, make the moves where you're going to make them, jump in when you need to, and motherfucking, like, yo, don't worry about it. Because, like, the more you worry about being successful, the less successful you're going to fucking be. Real shit.
I say it all the time. The number one mistake men make is thinking they need to chase women. Don't chase women. Let women come to you. If you're on your game and you're looking your best and you're handling your responsibility, that woman will want to know sooner or later who you are. And when it comes down to this, you see, I could give you an example right now. I had I had two chicks in my life at one point, and one gave me $200. I would take that $200 the day I was out with one of them, and the following day I was taking the other one out with that same $200. So you're basically, you're diverting the resources and you're keeping balance at the same time. As long as you stay on your game, they will come to you. I've had women who are absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It could have been at a bar. It could have been at a party.
You had some mystical bitches and shit. Goddamn.
I had some mystical ass bitches. It could have been me at a bar, and the fucking chick behind the bar was hot as fuck. And the key is you just don't give them that attention. Don't give them that, because they desperately want that attention, and they get that attention from every man. They get it from all the time. The one chick that you don't give attention to, that is used to getting that attention, I swear to God, she will be all over you, and she will be wondering, yo, does this dude get mad pussy or something that he doesn't even look at me with that level of, with that desire, the way other men see me? Then you're in. Then first step, build attraction. Okay, so she's attracted to you, then you build comfort, and then the third step is that you close the deal. You have to give things time. If you go right at her, she's gonna determine that you're desperate and that things aren't gonna work out. At the same time, though, and this is something Pnoid, you gotta always let women know you in it for the pussy. Because if you let a woman in it, like you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for a girlfriend, they will make you wait rather than let some other. Good.
Well, there you go. That's a negotiating platform right there. That's really what it is. You know, I mean, real shit. Like, yo, like if you're standing here and motherfucking like, oh yeah, I want a relationship and I want to be with you long term. Like, yo, they'll stand there and drag shit the fuck out and treat you like a piece of shit on some nonsense. You gotta immediately let them know, like, yeah, like I want to get laid. Like real shit. Like that is what it is. Like I want to fuck. You know, I mean, if you ain't down for fucking, like you might as well move on about your goddamn business, bitch. Like I'm fucking cool. Yo, but I want to say what up, Crazy E and my boy Dingleberry Pies in the motherfucking chat, man. How the fuck you doing? Been a minute, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to see you out here and shit. And I mean, you up here in the motherfucking cold with me right now. It's fucking freezing outside, dude. It's been fucking cold as fuck for like 2 days. Oh, and I was looking for you earlier, dude. I wanted to send you a picture, yo, bro. I made some motherfucking chicken pot pie. Like, yo, and like everybody out here, like, oh man, it looks like fucking chicken and dumplings. I'm like, nigga, that's chicken pot pie, dude. Welcome to fucking Pennsylvania. Yo, bearded bastard, what up, man? Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Yo, dude, fucking the links in the goddamn fucking Discord. We want to come in and hang the fuck out. You know, I mean, I'm running off of StreamYards right now, chilling, doing what it is that we do. You know, like, it's a nice situation at the moment. I found a new way of doing things. Fucking U-Way, my brother. And we're gonna start promoting things a little bit over here, a little bit different. I found a platform called Anchor. All right.
Okay.
And this platform called Anchor, what it does is it's a podcasting platform that sets you up and it puts you out immediately. Like my shit's already on Spotify and it's on motherfucking the Apple Play Store or the Apple fucking podcast joint or whatever the fuck it is that they have. And they put you on the Google podcast joint and like 2 or 3 other joints. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And they pay you every time ads run on your shit and it gets direct deposited right in your motherfucking bank.
At this point, like with YouTube, and this is what I've noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed this as well, they're starting to get rid of people left and right with YouTube. It's like the next apocalypse for creators. So you got to spread yourself around. You've got to go to a number of different places. Mr. Medicare doesn't even have YouTube videos on his channel, and he just got demonetized. So,
they demonetized him with no content on his channel because he deleted all his content in August. Not just fucking like privated it. He deleted that shit off of motherfucking YouTube. He had no content on his motherfucking channel at all. And they demonetized him, took away his ability to get fucking super chats when he does his live streams right before he deletes all of them. Like it's fucking complete garbage. And Piker Spurt, hell yeah, I'm from PA, buddy. And I mean, like, yeah. So what I'm doing is like, yo, we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep doing the live streams and shit, and I'll do the videos over here. But I'm gonna download the motherfucking Jones into an MP3 on my computer, and then upload them over into that motherfucking Anchor, and they'll put them all over the place. And we're gonna start building a following on these other fucking platforms where we don't got to worry about this fucking shit so much, and we can just do our live streams. And if we want to, we can delete it. We ain't got to worry about being monetized because we can be monetized elsewhere, and we'll use this platform to build other ones. Is really where I'm at.
And brother, it's actually the wisest choice. The way I'm seeing things, people need a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D. Because I don't know at this point, I have no idea where this platform YouTube is going to be going within the next few months. It's almost as if the closer we get to the election, the more they're pulling underhanded shit and they're trying to get rid of people. And I think that you have a lot to offer the YouTube community. You have a good audience, and I want to see everybody succeed and do whatever they can, because we're losing a lot of good people. You know, we are losing a lot of good people.
They demonetized Chris Hansen over the word predator.
I didn't even hear about that. I had no idea about that. So
Mr. Goaty just put it in there. Like Mr. Goaty, the Ram Rammer just put it in there. Like, yo, I believe it. I'd absolutely believe it. I won't put nothing past these fucking morons at this point. Dude, I've caught in 2 hate speech strikes over mariachi bands.
Over mariachi? Are you being serious? Over mariachi?
I'm dude, right hand up to God on my kids. I caught 2 hate speech strikes over mariachi bands, dude.
Well, I mean, the question you really need to ask yourself is that, like, at this point, what is it that we can do? What can we say? And what content can we produce on YouTube to not fuck with them? And I'm worried that no matter what you try to bring out there, no matter what you try to bring awareness of, they're going to hit you for some really stupid shit. They got a guy who had 366,000 subscribers. Somebody hacked his shit, and they still banned his channel over something that some hackers did, despite the fact they had thousands of people come out and say, hey, this guy's channel is hacked. Like, people came out and said this guy's channel is hacked, and they still banned his fucking channel.
Well,
So
the real problem is that you can't talk to a human being, right? Like, I have videos on my channel. I called PayPal and I called YouTube, right?
right, talk
To
to me.
find out, you know what I mean, like what you can do about all this type of shit that's going on. And these motherfuckers here, legit, they're like, oh, fucking yeah, no, we don't really know anything about content creators. We can't fucking really help you out. There's no one you can talk to. We don't offer anybody any help with your platform. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to help you get monetized or demonetized because we don't give a shit. And I mean, I called PayPal and I asked them. I said, like, so if what they told me was, they said if you don't end up violating the terms on other platforms that you're using, we will never take away your shit on ours.
Okay,
Right.
but at the same time, there have been plenty of people. You could go with Sargon. Well, Sargon gave up on his account, but there have been a number of people who have lost their PayPal's, and the terms of service weren't broken. Look, I think that this is a two-pronged attack. All right, you hear me out, Pnoid. This is a two-pronged attack. It's about money, and it's about making sure at the same time that the election, no matter what they're doing, anyone who has any ideas on the right, they're going to try to get rid of. And at the same time, they're holding on to everyone's money. Nightwave, Revenge of the Sis. I love that stream.
Yo, they got mine.
They got yours too?
Yeah, I was monetized for 5 days, and in 5 days I made $80 fucking, and they still got it and they gave it to me.
Look, I don't understand look, bro. I don't know what to do at this point. I really, really don't.
I told you I'm leaving, and I mean, like, I'm gonna start spreading out, heading to other platforms. You know what I mean? Like, I'll keep some shit over here. You know what I mean? I'll do stuff over here and whatnot, make sure I'm like, because I got 2,000 subs and I love y'all and I'm not going to fucking give up on y'all. I'm not. But on the same point, when like I'm looking at my shit, right? I'm looking at my fucking view count for my fucking videos. When I got like 8 videos with the same exact number of views, I know I'm being throttled. You know what I mean? Like, I have 177, 177, 177, 177, 136, 136, 136, 136. And I'm standing there going like, yo, there's no way I can possibly hit the same exact number of views over and over and over again. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Is there an alternative to YouTube?
No. BitChute.
BitChute, yeah, you have to upload your videos. They haven't set it up.
And it's garbage.
It's garbage. So if you had to pick a place to go, where would you go? Really? I'm
heading to motherfucking. I'm gonna do this more often, and I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna like fucking just upload it onto the podcast so I can get paid that way. And we'll move some people over there, and hopefully we'll pick some people up over that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just hopefully that you're. What I've heard, and this is the rumor, is that they're gonna move people from the YouTube platform over to these other separate platforms where they have considerably or significantly less traffic and less of an audience to be able to do anything. I mean, Turd Flinging Money, TFM, what's the status?
He's on D-Live.
He's on D-Live and he's basically streaming there pretty much?
Yeah. And then he uploads his shit to Patreon.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, the closer we get to this election, buddy, the closer I just think, there's no stopping it now, It's going to be very, very soon now where guys like Adonis Paul and Cognitive Thought, these guys are going to be gone very, very soon. And you got to come up with a plan,
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, Time Force 80 said, when YouTube started, it was shit. It takes time for BitChute to prove. Actually, you know what? I can put your fucking comments up on this joint. Fucking, I like this. I like this
cool.
new little joint. You see this shit?
Yeah, this is really good shit, man. Like, you really don't have to use your cam on it. And yeah, I could upload my avatar and everything. It's really cool. Convenient.
Yeah. It is. It's super convenient. You know what I mean? But like you said, when YouTube started with shit, it takes time for BitChute to improve, right? And like, I'm fully behind your ideology there, but BitChute is getting worse, right? It's not getting better. It's getting worse. Like, I uploaded the BitChute fucking when my channel got fucking smacked and I couldn't upload for a week. And I didn't know, like, I thought it was going to be like 3 months. Dude, legit, I had a fucking video stuck for 12 fucking days in the processing joint over there.
Something. This is all really, really important stuff, but there's a few things I did want to ask you about. Do you think they're going to succeed in impeaching Trump? What do you think is talk to me about that? Because I want to get everybody's opinion on it. Because I think if they do anything that goes away from the election, there will be fucking riots that are going to break out in the street, and all hell is going to break loose. What do you think?
I think they'll end up fighting the military if they motherfucking try to, take all Trump. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
It's one of those interesting things where you really have to ask yourself, who do you think is going to be the nominee that's going to face Trump? Like, have you decided to pick anybody up?
Bloomberg, if he jumps in, maybe. But other than that, I don't think there's anyone legit who can take Trump on. I don't think there's any of the Democratic field that could possibly take on Trump. And all of them look like a bag right now. Every last one of them are garbage. Like Joe Biden's a fucking meme. Fucking Elizabeth Warren is nobody's going to elect a woman, and especially not that one. The only one that has any real viability is Tulsi. And I don't think they can put Tulsi on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that the Democrats can do it. You know, I mean, they were talking about Bernie, but Bernie got a bum heart. You know what I mean? Like, so there isn't anybody on that side of this fucking aisle that legit is worthy of catching a nomination and actually having any type of success. So, I mean, if they're looking at this impeachment thing, but they can't run it through the House. You know, I mean, they can get it through Congress, but they can't get it through the House because the House is held by Republicans. So what are they going to do?
So here's the question. So Trump is going to win. Is at that point, do we need to start worrying? I keep saying, don't worry if Trump wins again. Worry after Trump has his second term, where you don't know who's going to be the candidate. And that's when shit is going to be practically the worst. That's when I'm expecting the worst to happen.
I think Trump might be the last president of the United States as we know it.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Really, when it comes down to this type of shit, like when it really comes down to it, you know what I mean?
What have you heard in terms of the economics? Do you think that collapse is going to be happening
soon? Very, very soon. They've already admitted, like, and I told you this. Who was it? Fucking Merrill came out. Goldman Sachs came out, and Bank of America all came out, and they said that they're having a problem where, hey, Memes, I sent you a link if you want to come on. They're having a problem where they, all these 401ks and pension funds are pulling their money out of equities. So they don't have enough money in the markets. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's already beginning. I called this 2 years ago that this was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have this much money leaving the fucking markets because the stock market, what they did was they tried to backstop it and put sandbags in because over the past like 2 years, they've had a massive amount of fucking stock buybacks by these companies, right? They've been buying their own stock to inflate the price. And I think that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to stack sandbags so that they can fucking stand here and, you know what I mean, like put enough money. They can have their stock be high enough that when it gets hit by this 401k shit, when they start these mass sell-offs because, you know, they need the money to pay the fucking people who had the 401ks, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to end up crashing the whole goddamn economy. Like, because the stock market can't stay where it is now, like 29,000. It's going to probably end up dropping minimum 10 grand. You know what I mean?
Do you think if it gets bad enough, because sooner or later we've got Medicare and we have a number of other things that are going to be running out in a few years, do you think they would ever touch military pensions or military retirement or touch the military?
It's already there. It's already there, dude.
Jesus Christ, because like there's a lot of I'm concerned about the military, and I think we should have a strong military.
And well, like, yo, here's where we're at. Fucking look, my shit move around. Here's legit. This is where we are right now as of this fucking moment. Social Security and Medicare are bigger, right? They cost more money than we collect in fucking taxes.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, real shit here. I'll fucking let me fucking look this shit up real quick. Fucking what is it? Yeah, there we go. Fucking, and I'll share the screen with you. US. All right, let's look here.
You know, there's only been one president who has ever paid off the deficit, who's ever taken care of the deficit, and it was Andrew Jackson. Who the fuck?
And, yeah. Well, no. There was somebody in the 50s too, right?
Based on everything I do know,
there was 50s as well.
You know, it's so we're looking at an economic collapse. And then on top of that, there's been a big discussion we've been having recently as to the situation in Japan and what is happening over there. I think the number one reason why Japan is failing is feminism. What do you think? I want to get your honest thoughts on that. Like, now that you've got women joining the workforce and that they're not happy, I think every... Oh, go ahead.
Hang on one second. Yeah. Go. Yeah, you can go ahead and fucking say what you're saying. Like, I do think, like, feminism's an issue. You know what I mean?
Right.
Feminism's most definitely a fucking problem. But hang on, I gotta add my boy right here. Hang on, fucking. Sorry, it's taking me a second. I gotta move around fucking
I
screens and
saw
shit.
Exo.
Fucking my boy Excel decided to pop over.
Oh, Exo is the man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing.
Jesus, look at
Bringing
this.
him over. All right, Excel, you here? Add the stream.
There he is.
Okay, yeah,
There we go. All right.
How are you doing, Exo? What's up, bud?
All right. So yeah.
How much, guys? So you're talking about these fake numbers of debt, right? They're just so big, it's not even real anymore.
Okay. So here we go, my brother. All right. All right. So here's where I'm at with these numbers. Okay. Like you see the numbers in red on the right hand side, it says totals.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. So pensions, this is Social Security. All right. It's $1.5 trillion.
Jesus. Okay. 1.5.
All right. This one here is healthcare. All right. This is Medicare. All right. That's $1.8 trillion.
Jesus Christ.
Education, $1.2 trillion. We're already past the amount of taxes we take in.
You don't think that's realistic?
What are you trying to suggest that maybe our politicians should run on cutting some programs and balancing the budget?
No, I'm saying that we're well past that point.
Yeah, I know. Well, and they wouldn't do it anyway, right? They don't care. As long as they can go to the Federal Reserve and you have these crazies telling them that, like, wait, don't worry about it. We print our own money so we can pay for whatever we want to do. As long as you have those crazy people out there, it's not gonna happen. We're just gonna be paying through it. We're gonna pay it for it as the taxpayers through inflation.
That's what I was gonna ask. That means that you're bringing more money to the system. That's gonna bring heavy inflation into the system, and we're gonna fucking suffer. A gallon of milk is gonna turn into 10 to 15, maybe $20 fucking dollars.
Yeah, it probably will. I mean, eventually wages will catch up. It's usually the last thing that happens.
So I mean,
wages won't catch up because like the wages are on the international level at this point.
Jesus. So I mean, like we already know inflation is going to be a big thing. Even if we cut Medicare, even if we touch entitlements, even if we cut the military, are you saying we have absolutely no solution mathematically that could save us in this situation? Because
no, there is no solution.
Jesus Christ, I feel bad. Yeah, and I always check this out. Pnoid, this is great right here, dude. Because I check this out all the time, and I had to do a fucking presentation on this in my finance class for my degree.
Okay,
that is I'm sorry.
I was to say, me and Tom have talked about it. Like, there's no solution, but there maybe there could be. Like, we could be honest and just stop spending money, but then that would cause riots.
People will starve either way it goes. You know, I mean, like, at this point, if you cut things back, people will starve. Like, because you can't get rid of like things like Social Security and Medicare because old people, you know, I mean, like they're basically holding the economy together right now. Like, there's nobody else actually like paying any fucking taxes who owns any homes or anything. There's nobody else who are fucking standing here like paying. Like, the young people don't have insurance. You know, like so. Here's where we're at. The U.S. national debt is $23 trillion. The U.S. federal spending so far this year, right, is $4.5 trillion. The U.S. federal tax revenue is $3.4 trillion. That's a $1 trillion deficit just starting.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that the tax revenue, it didn't really change after Trump's tax cuts.
No,
it's always for whatever reason we can never get above 20% GDP. Right, you're just never going to collect more than 20% of GDP in taxes.
Yeah,
but despite the fact we have every month, there's been people getting jobs. It's been a great economy so far. This is going to catch up to us eventually, and I'm just wondering if this is going to be the death now. Like, when this gets to this bad, is that going to be the end of the United States, or is it going to be that civil war that is probably going to be taking on very, very soon? That's my question.
I don't know. I'm like it, at this point, man, like, they're just, I'm not turned off my camera so like my fucking computer don't crash. But all right, so here's where we're at, right? So like, we cannot continue in the manner in which we're going right now, right?
Right. I got you.
Like we just can't do it. Like, and you know, it just everything's kind of an impossibility. The numbers have gotten to be so fucking big that is just we're gonna have to have a war to stop this.
But here's the situation, and this is where I keep thinking consistently.
What, like we're gonna have a war to go like invade another country and take all their shit? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
No, go back to being colonizers. We're gonna colonize other fucking.
No, like at this point, it's gonna get down to the point where we're gonna have to tell everybody to fuck off for the debt. You know what I mean? And like we're gonna have to like redo the goddamn currency, and it's gonna take like a war, like probably like a U.S. Civil War combined with like 3 or 4 wars overseas to, you know, what I mean, tell everybody to fuck off for their money and shit. You know,
yeah. The day that happens is also the day that the hyperinflation just hits. Right?
No,
everything's gonna go crazy.
Probably already happened. But yeah, like the ones I look at really big are like the Social Security liability, Medicare liability, and the U.S. unfunded liabilities, which is $126 trillion.
I mean, based on the demographics, right? The demographics dictate that the population is getting older, which means that we're gonna have the majority older people versus younger people, and there's going to be way more older people. So that tells me that the retirement age isn't going to even exist anymore. You are going to work until you die in the future.
You're going to have to start preparing for your own retirement. That's what.
That don't even work.
I don't think retirement is going to.
Bro, that don't even work.
Well, no. So in theory, it works, except for the economy is going to collapse. So anything that you could possibly put money in, except for, I mean, placeholders of value, and even then, that's going to be hard, right? Because if everything goes to shit, it's going to be really difficult. You're going to have to move to another country to unload your precious metals for whatever currency still works.
It's on that level where nothing is going to work. Like there's not a fucking thing in the world we're going to be able to do. Like it's gonna have to be a total collapse and a rebuild from the bottom again. And
we're gonna see some sort of VAT tax enabled.
It doesn't matter.
No, I know. Matter. I think that's going to be the warning sign, though. That's whenever they're just like, okay, we're not going to be able to cut any programs, and we can't cut spending, and we have all this debt, and people are knocking on the door. So that's where the VAT tax will come in, right? That's the easiest way to get a bunch of money, because really that's just a tax on poor and the middle class. Which
by the way,
the country.
Excel, we have new things we're doing. I haven't had a chance to talk to you, so I'm going to tell you here. We got new things we're doing with the channel right now. All right. I decided that all the live streams that we're going to do and the ones that we have done, what I'm going to do is I'm uploading them to this new program called Anchor, right? As an MP3 file, right? And this Anchor program puts them on places like Spotify and Apple Music and Google Music so that people can listen to them as podcasts. And we get paid from the ads that run on there. And we're getting paid, like I cut an ad for Anchor itself, and we get paid every time that ad plays.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Right. So, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking this might be a better way of doing things than what we have been doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, YouTube is
yes.
They finally put it in there. They're just like, oh, and by the way, if you're not commercially viable, aka one of those channels we demonetize, we're probably just gonna kick you off the platform because you're costing us money.
This tube was our tube. This tube was your tube. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. But hey, guys, what's going on?
We are the freaks.
Would you make an argument that there's literally, at this point, there's no point? Is it too late to try to be a YouTuber, in your view, and to both of you? Like, do you think it's over with? It's done? They've set it up so much to this point that nobody can really have success on YouTube?
No, if you want to do like science videos or something like that, you'll be all right.
Is Meme still here? I think he's stuck.
He's frozen at this point. I was going to do a video on the USS Liberty, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's a surefire fucking way to get kicked off.
Yeah, no, like if you want to do like science videos or I don't know, if you want to do video game reviews that are completely PC, sure. They just don't want anybody talking about real issues over here, right?
If I brought up a video and I said why gas chambers are a good thing, Do you think I'd probably get kicked off the platform at this point?
I mean, the content might matter.
You know,
you could just be being clickbaity there, but if you're saying the gas chambers were a good thing because we totally needed to exterminate the Jews, yeah, that's going to get you kicked off the platform.
You know, the hilarious part about all of this is you can say all the bad things you want about Hitler. The fucker hated pedophiles, and he happily sent pedophiles.
Stop it right now, dude. I'm not playing with you. You start your autistic shit. I'm gonna throw you off this fucking stream.
Okay.
You have argued some retarded ass fucking points. All right, legit, man. I am not trying to get thrown off of YouTube now because you want to get autistic about motherfucking like some dumb ass subject and shit. He's like, well, you know, technically, like, no, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about how Hitler did something positively.
It's kind of like, you know who else liked German Shepherds? You know who else liked art?
There's me.
Yo, memes, turn your fucking camera off, dude. Like, yo, your shit cannot handle it.
He just froze again.
He's froze again.
I told him, fucking, yo, get rid of your motherfucking, like, yo, stop with the goddamn camera. Like, yo, it just doesn't work. Let's see. Wait, here we go. Hang on. Let's see here.
There you
All right. I'll be a half Jewish dragonkin on the internet.
Oh,
yo, right, we just got done talking about fucking Hitler. Jesus Christ.
Well, we got to balance things out. You go your way, I'll go Yahweh.
I swear to God. That
was a Jewish joke.
I know the fucking joke. God damn it.
Hey, calm down, Goyim.
The U.S. currency was backed up by nukes.
Yeah, I think we've been getting into this a lot. And actually,
it helps, right? The whole petrodollar thing, it helps.
I stand corrected from MC. The U.S. the U.S. dollar is backed up by the full.
You didn't finish what you just. I wanted to hear that.
So he has more problems than just his.
Yeah, dude, get your internet right, nigga. Get your internet right. We're not gonna do this right now because, like, legit, I am uploading this podcast. All right, it's gonna be played all over the place. And we're gonna fucking build another place and we're gonna build my channel on another platform so that, like, my brand can, like, move around a little bit. All right, because this is not working.
Everybody knows that the death knell is for YouTube is in.
Yo, it's coming.
If you create interesting content, you're done for.
See, now that just kills every desire I have. I'm not trying to make any money on it, but I am trying to, you know, talk about certain things like the USS Liberty. And now I feel
shut up, nigga.
Okay,
like, yo, we're not talking about the US fucking Liberty. Okay. Jesus Christ, it is unnecessary.
Yeah, well, and the thing is this is tangential to, you know, the USS Liberty, but if somebody was searching for the USS Liberty, you would really like it if YouTube would put that in the search results, or if they were watching videos on those things, that it might show up in the recommended, so your channel could grow. No, they're not promoting independent creators anymore for most stuff.
Talent, dude, yo, it is in my joint, man. It's in my fucking Discord, and I mean, hit the StreamYards link in my Discord.
Yeah, it's in the general, dude. It's right there. You can just join in.
Yeah, just click a thing, man. Come over here, have a conversation with us. And I like this better than Google Hangouts because it doesn't immediately put you on. Because we used to have problems with Google Hangouts when we used it. Like, it ended up like people would come on and show their penis, and that was never cool. Like, yo, bro, now I got to talk with a dude with his penis out. You know what I mean? Or like, I got to kick him out, and I got to worry about YouTube demonetizing, like blocking my stream because his penis is hanging out. Like, no, you know what I mean?
I have to be honest here. I've never seen this before, but I want to use it now. It's really fucking convenient. Like, legit. I actually like this. This is cool. Not bad.
I feel you. It is this is an awesome little fucking thing right here. I like it. And it's a fully contained joint. It all you got to do is you put in like your it links directly to your Google. There's no stream key. There's no bullshit. Like, you put your title in, upload your fucking thumbnail, fucking pick what time you want to go, and fucking hit go.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's convenient as fuck. Good going here, man.
I feel you. Right. Invite people. Hang on a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to copy the Discord link real quick. Right here. All right. So here, this is the link to the Discord. Hit paste. There we go. All right. So there's a link to the Discord. I'll put it in the chat. You should be good to go. If you want to hop into the Discord and enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're just going to build this platform elsewhere. You know what I mean? Start moving around. And that way they can't peg us down. And like, I'm going to be on like 10 different streaming platforms for the podcast. Right. And I'm on BitChute. I'm on YouTube. Trying to think here of anything else that we're on right now. I don't think there is. Like, I have a DLive account, but I hate DLive because, like, it's too fucking complicated to use. Like, it's a pain in the ass all the time.
DLive is actually very restrictive. You have to be very, very careful about what you say on DLive. So I would caution against DLive to some degree.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about going to DLive, but it was just because the Pewds decided to do a stream over there.
Yeah. All right. Callan's here. Callan, what up, man? Can you hear me, Callan? No? Dead air. We're going to dead air it out. Is that yeah, we're going to dead air it out. Got you. Anyway, yeah, like, I don't really like DLive. Like, there's not a lot of other platforms that we can legitimately use. Like, it's just not. So, you know, I'm going to try and, like, make this into something where, like, people can re-listen to it. And that's what a lot of people do in the first place, just to begin with. Like, because it started off, my last one started off, I had like 135, 140 views to begin with. And now it's up over 200. Right. So, like, a lot of people listen to this like afterwards at work, hanging out, whatever. And I think turning it into a podcast type of situation might be something that is, you know, I mean, viable and a good background thing and an opportunity for us to make some money and build a better audience as far as, like, you know, I mean, they're not going to get unsubbed from our channels and shit. Like, I had, who was it? There was somebody here recently who got unsubbed from my channel who's been around since I started. Right. Like, this is a guy who was always in my comment section, always talking about things. He was at my live streams, and the dude's like, I didn't know you were doing anything anymore. Like, he legitimately gave me my own piece of his Discord.
Cool. Nah, that's really cool that he actually did that. And I think that, you know, like I said, I've always said you have some things to share that a lot of people need to be listening to. I didn't know about the economy until you started, you know, explaining it and how bad things have gotten. So, yeah, I think you got a lot to say, you know?
I feel you. And I try to be, like, educational and bring individuals up and whatnot, right? Yeah, and Matt Barkley said I get into something people talk. Me too, right? But, like, and that's the problem is, like, we have people who, like, Excel doesn't get notifications from my streams, right? Like, how is Excel not going to get notifications from my streams? Like, what the fuck is that bullshit?
I just checked my Discord. That's how I knew that you were streaming. I actually didn't get a notification for this.
And I sent you a message with the StreamYards link. That's the bitch.
That's how I figured out.
I wanted to make sure, you know, like, if you wanted to come on tonight, if you had some free time, you can come over and hang out. You know, I know you ain't had time to stream during the week, and I've been holding. Dude, have you listened to the one on Thursday?
No, not at all.
Yo, I split that bitch like a motherfucking wild hog, son, straight up. Yo, I split that bitch like some legs, real shit. Like, yo, I got that motherfucker done. Yo, that was a great fucking stream, dude. I held it down proper. You'd have been fucking proud. You know, I mean, go back and listen to it. It's well worth a re-listen. I actually have guys who came back and in the comments like, dude, I've been re-listening to this. This is fucking even better the second time. I was like, yo, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? If we can keep going on that level, like, we'll be in good shape. You know what I mean? We'll be all right, and, like, we'll be fine. And you can come and, like, run with us on, like, Saturdays or whatever the case might be. Fucking dude. So I went over to, I got to tell you about what happened, Excel, because I already told you what the situation is. I have yet to tell Excel what I did this week. Okay, so I went over to Aircraft Sparky stream, and he had Zoe from the Zoe Loft on. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was in his chat, and I may have stood there and trolled a chick until she threatened to shoot me, right? In the middle of a chat room, and then they took away my fucking wrench.
I saw the screenshots. Like, I checked that on Twitter. I get it.
I've been doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been enjoying myself and having fun, you know, and doing what I do. And, like, yo, like, because I didn't even start that shit. You know what I mean? Somebody else started shit with me. Like, I was behaving.
You disrespected women.
I didn't. I did not. Like, I was nice. And then that attack bunny broad came after me. Like, and apparently that bunny didn't understand how the fucking game works. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There was never any point where you threatened to chain her to a radiator?
No. I threatened to put her in a burqa and put her back in her place where she belongs. Right.
Well, and so they took your wrench away because they're Islamophobic. All you were trying to say is Islam is right about what?
No. They didn't take my wrench away until after she threatened to shoot me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I lost my wrench in that chat room because she threatened to shoot me.
Was this a mod? Was she a mod? And did she be like, excuse me, I feel like this man is hurting my feelings and we have to get rid of him. Do something now.
No, Aircraft Sparky took my wrench away.
Yeah,
He's running the channel.
Kieran was also he was telling me to stop.
Yeah, he told me to stop once, right? But like I thought that shit was hilarious, right? It's like, Tom, stop. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Legit. Like, yo, she just threatened to shoot me. Maybe you should talk to her.
Well, that's also if you really wanted it to stop, that's the last thing you do is you tell Tom P to stop, right? You just let it ride out and hope she stops responding. That's the only way that's gonna end nicely.
Why is Ryan himself saying something isn't adding up? Oh, Ryan, dude, I needed okay, so here's the deal. I need content for streams, and I'm gonna tell y'all about this as well. I found a new place. It's called Anchor. I'm gonna hook everybody up in our fucking community. We're all heading the fuck over there. We're all gonna put our podcast up. All right. That way, like, yo, you'll have a revenue stream. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we need ways to make money on this bitch and make this bitch profitable. You know what I mean?
I'm currently
Callan, that's not Scooby, that's Giga Nigga. All right. Stop getting trolled.
Yeah. I always just assume that if it's anybody that we either don't like or somebody that's super famous, it's probably Giga Nigga. Yeah.
That's Giga Nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Giga's cool. Giga legitimately, yo, he trolled Scooby. He fucking told Scooby, he made a fucking an avatar up as Mr. Medicare, one of his alts, and he told Scooby that he wants to have him on, and now Scooby's all excited, and he got Scooby's phone number from him, acting like Mr. Medicare.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic. So has he made any awesome prank phone calls?
I don't know. I don't know what Gig is doing. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I know this was like last week, so it wasn't like, you know what I mean, like the old shit that Scooby's been bitching about for the past like 10 months.
Oh God, right. Dude, we gotta make a Mr. Medicare soundboard for him.
Yo, and buy him that Joan from the fucking App Store. So he can have a conversation with Scooby. Oh, that would be fucking fun.
Oh my God. This would all right. We're gonna have to work out the tech specs for this one.
It shall be awesome.
That'll be better.
Yeah, Ryan
than,
himself. Yo,
that'll be
Ryan,
better than.
She said she was going to shoot you because it's fun to tell people you're going to shoot them. Yes, she did. She said we can go have a conversation with the fucking 223, right? And right, I'm standing here. I'm like, why would you threaten to shoot me like in public on a stream? Like, you know, like your words are going to be there forever, right? Like, you probably shouldn't threaten somebody. And then she's trying to start walking it back, going, I didn't say I was going to shoot you. She said, if you ever come to my property. I was like, I never said I was going to come to see you. The fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo.
You just did the usual stuff. Like, you need to learn how to, you know, take responsibility for what comes in and out of your vagina, that kind of thing.
Not even. She said, because I said, fucking, I was talking to fucking Aircraft Sparky and Zoe and shit. I was like, you know, yeah, I got raided by the FBI when I was 12. And she's like, is that when you peaked? I said, no, I thought I peaked inside of your mom, right?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, you fuck old ladies? I said, who said she was a lady? Like, yo, I was like, yo, ain't she related to your dad? Like, yo, fucking, so. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then she kept going forward, you know what I mean? She's like, you really are 12, aren't you? And I was like, 12 inches, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is you talking about, right? And then, like, she kept on, and I was like, yo, man, shut up, bitch. I will put you in a burqa and treat you like a female's supposed to be treated, right? And like fucking, then she was like, "Oh, you can have this conversation over a 223." And I was like, "Bitch, why would you threaten to fucking shoot me? Why were you threatening violence? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? We're just talking shit." And then like they're like, "Tom, you need to stop." And I'm like, "Stop what? I'm not the one threatening to shoot people. Like, the fuck is wrong with
y'all?" Yeah. There we go. The perfect troll, man. You get to turn it back around on him. Tom P didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing. I'm a didn't do. But anyway, back to real subjects. Yo, the war with Mexico. That's my question. Right?
Yes. What haven't we talked about that? We would gladly go help clean, like use our military. I would sign up yesterday if I wasn't probably a little older than what they're looking for new recruits to go down, fight the cartels, and clean up Mexico.
I think that the cartel is so ingratiated there with the populace that if you're gonna fight them, you're gonna end up taking on fucking like Mexico in general. And I don't think it's worth it. I don't think they're worth going after. I think it's Mexico's problem. I am against all the horrific things that the cartel has been doing, especially that one article that fucking Pnoid did. I think it was a van filled with children. Was that true? It was a van filled with children that they lit on fire. I believe that was the case. I'm against all of that, but
it's not just affecting Mexico though. That's the thing. It's affecting us in multiple ways. Mexico's problems are part of the reason why we have such an issue with illegal immigration.
If we just fucking nuke California, we wouldn't be in this mess. It's California. We have to get rid of this fucking state and sell it to somebody. That's all we have to do, and then we won't be having these issues anymore. That's why you got the Norteños and the Sureños, the two major gangs that are of the Mexican mob who are in California right now, and things are falling apart over there. California is what happens when things go so far left, and the cartels are exploiting this shit. But I'm against going into fucking Mexico and putting our men and women out there for shit like this at this point. I don't want soldiers going to die for absolutely nothing. I don't think you're gonna fix the problem. You know, those Mexican cartels exist supremely because there are starving children out there in Mexico, and they want to be part of a group so that they can be fed. I'm against it. Are you guys still there?
Yeah. I would just checking to make sure that like fucking this was this is Giga Nigga in the motherfucking John fucking like I went and checked my fucking DMs with him and shit, and it's fucking Giga.
Look, so those cartels are gonna continue operating at our border back and forth, right? So they are a threat to American citizens.
They are. I agree. Yeah.
Well, here's where I'm at, right? Like, yo, so like they had like a community of like 1,000 people down there who were Mormons and shit, right? And they've been there since like the 1880s, 1890s, and they had a flourishing community by like the 1990s, right? And they had like suburban houses built and electricity and all that shit. Cool. And they built all that shit up, right? And they figure there's safety in numbers, you know what I mean? If there's 1,000 American citizens, right? American citizens down there, you know what I mean? The cartels aren't going to kill them. You know what I mean? Right.
I'm with you.
And so, you know what I mean? Then this week they decided to light a fucking car on fire and shoot the fucking kids that ran the fuck out of the goddamn car, right? While it was just traveling to and from, you know what I mean, like different fucking communities or whatever. And I'm standing here going like, hang on a fucking minute. You know what I mean? Like, yo, they legitimately just killed American citizens in a foreign fucking country. Regardless of whether like, and they knew they were American citizens. Like the cartels have known these people. These people work on the cartels' cars and shit and the whole nine, right? So here's where I'm at. If they know they're American citizens and they shot and killed and burned American fucking babies down in goddamn Mexico and shit, they think they have those type of balls. They think they can get away with that. If we let them get away with that right now, like, yo, they're gonna fucking do it again, legitimately. And I think we need to go down there with tanks, with trebuchets on top of them right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and like, yo, let these motherfuckers have it.
It's basically a rogue state operating along our border that needs to be dealt with.
I agree that there needs to be a penalty for what these people did. I'm just like, if you're going to do something, have special operations. Somebody in the chat said nuke fucking Mexico. Bro, if you can give me a plan that you tell me, okay, if we do this, this, and this, it's going to get us what we want, and they're going to stop their bullshit, I would be the first person to sign that document. I'm just worried about sending our troops into another country. Like we've done this previously before. We've had our Vietnams, we've had our Iraqs.
Hold on. There's a big difference between going and snuffing out the cartels in Iraq and, let's say, going and fighting ISIS, because the vast majority of Mexican citizens are, they're from Spanish descent, right? They're a lot closer to American values than
they're almost all Christians.
Yeah, almost all of them want the cartels gone. The thing is they operate like a rogue state. So they have a monopoly of violence over all these different areas and towns, and nobody can mess with them. And that's also what is keeping those citizens down. Like it's causing part of the starvation. It's you either adhere to what the rogue state says, or we're going to rob you and kill you.
Look, if you can guarantee me that there isn't going to be like a prolonged war, because prolonged wars take money and resources, and right now it doesn't look like we should be spending too much of this shit, then I'm with you 100%. If we can get it done quick, I'm with you.
Yeah, well, Excel hasn't been watching any of my videos and shit because he's been busy, right? But I've been covering a lot of this. The Mexican president said that his plan, which I wish I could agree with him on, but I can't because it's fucking retarded. He says that his plan is to build up like the education system and get jobs that would like lure people away from going to work with the cartels. But the reality is that like in the 1950s and 60s, the American mobs, like the Italian and Jewish and the Irish mobs, flourished because, there was plenty of shit for them to steal and there wasn't people cracking down on them the way it needed to be. You know what I mean? And like especially once they were like involved in politics and had control over local leaders and politicians, and were able to stand here and throw motherfuckers beatings and burn down buildings and shit. Like in New York, like fucking it was ran and New Jersey, it was ran by the mob until you had the national government come in with the FBI and shit and just crack heads and the ATF and start handing out charges and arresting people because they weren't linked in with New York City. Well, you know what I mean? It became a better thing. And the fucking cartel owns the goddamn government, and they're going to keep owning the government until they deal with it.
Yeah. So the mob was never ballsy enough to be like what the cartels are, where if the police actually try to do something, then they go and they shoot up the police station, right? They're acting like a rogue state. They're basically a paramilitary organization that you can't fuck with unless you're ready to go to war with them. It's not just like regular organized crime.
But how many cops are in the pockets of the fucking cartels as well?
That's an issue too. But here's the thing: is the only way you're going to clean it up is if you get rid of them, like strip their resources. There's nobody to be in the pockets, and then you hand it off to hopefully the Mexican government can be smart about it and actually be able to police it after you've drained their resources and taken their goddamn fucking arsenal of weapons that Obama sold them.
How many years has the cartels been active in Mexico? We're talking decades, right? So, what plan are you going to put together? You're relying on the Mexican government, and the Mexican government in itself can't fix shit in their own country. And you're going to rely on the Mexican government? I say get rid of them. I say wipe them the fuck out.
But, and that's kind of the point, is this needs to turn into a U.S. military operation, right? And like Michael Hatfield has a really good point, and that's something that I don't quite understand, because there has to be some higher up shenanigans going on for that to be a fact, is that our government allows the cartels to exist, right? And if it was anyone else, like they would have long ago been fucking eliminated, right? Like we would never allow this in any way, shape, or form. Like, I don't understand like how over the past 30 years we have not dealt with this problem, but we've taken out the mob, we've taken out, fucking the Chinese motherfuckers, we've dealt with the Russian motherfuckers, we dealt with all this other shit.
It will sit there in the Middle East for goddamn fucking ever, and those are people that, like when 50% of the population actually kind of supports what ISIS does. You're not going to really get rid of them. They're just going to get new recruits. At least in the southern border, I would say 95% of Mexicans want the cartels gone. It's just they don't have the firepower or resources to take them on.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing, like, Like, yeah, the mob, the cartels and shit, they have guns and men and ammo and shit. But like, you know what they don't have? They don't have tanks. Like, yo, they don't have RPGs. They don't have motherfucking drones. They don't have fucking, you know what I mean, jets and fucking fighter pilots and rail guns on the motherfucking ships that can fucking hit them from, you know what I mean, fucking 800 miles away and shit. They don't have fucking, you know what I mean, land to sea fucking missiles. You know what I mean? They don't have any of this shit that we do have. And we could easily just overpower these motherfuckers in a heartbeat, and it wouldn't take dip. All it takes is us knowing where they are and then fucking hammering these locations like we hammer places in the Middle East. You know what I mean? Like real shit. If we start dropping bombs on the cartel like we did with the fucking people in the Middle East,
they don't have a chance. They have no fucking chance at all.
They would never survive. Like, just straight overpower these motherfuckers. Like, crush them. Why is it that we're standing here playing patty cake with the motherfuckers and going, if you come to the United States, we'll... No, like, go down there and clean this shit the fuck up. Stop playing fucking guns. Or stop playing fucking games and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fucking go, yo, Bella Romanus, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, eliminate these people from the earth and then take the earth and eliminate the earth from where the fuck they were. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, make that motherfucking shit into a giant goddamn crater and don't look the fuck back. Don't be talking about civilian casualties and shit and then be like, yo, look, it is what it is, all right? Because you know what? As long as these motherfuckers exist, we're always going to have these border problems with people coming the fuck over here. Like, that's half the goddamn fucking reason they come over is because the politicians fucking stand here, you know what I mean, and get to the point where there's going to be a goddamn revolution and everybody runs over the fucking border. You know what I mean? If we took out the cartels that were fucking stopping the people from revolting and fixing their fucking country to where it needed to be at, this whole shit would fucking change. And then on top of that, the fucking corporations that could go in there and actually build goods and provide jobs and services and manufacturing for that fucking country could go there and fucking do it without fucking worrying about some cartel member coming in and blowing up their fucking facility. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, more often than not, and this is my problem with it, the soil is so polluted there that you could make the argument, if you get rid of certain people, then there's always somebody there that comes right back in and just repollutes it the same fucking way. You got rid of one group, another group takes over. Like, it's hard to know just how far we could actually have an impact on it. We could wipe them out, Pnoid. I'm with you 100%.
All of them.
But
all of them.
You know?
Eliminate all of them. Yo, don't do one cartel. Get all of them. Fuck going after one cartel and one guy. No.
Okay, look.
Fuck arresting them. Fuck jail. Fuck justice. Fuck the court system. Bella Romanus, nigga. You go in there and conduct the war the way the Romans did it. All right? You go in there and you fuck these people up until they fucking no longer are able to fight back. Period. Until they ain't walking, until they ain't breathing. You eliminate and all the cartels, all of them, the Zetas, the Betas, fucking the Chihuahua gang, the motherfucking the Sinaloa fucking gang, all of them. You get all these motherfuckers. Every last one of these sons of bitches. You go through and you wipe every cartel out in fucking Mexico. And then you go through with the fucking ground troops and clean shit the fuck up.
I think as soon as we lost an American life, we should have already started dropping bombs in fucking Mexico. We should have already been showing them a message right then and there. For each one of ours, you're going to lose 100. You know? I think that's the way it's supposed to work. But how do we know who's civilian versus who's enemy? You know?
Who gives a fuck at this point?
Is that okay?
Who gives a fuck?
Here, it's going to make Mexican citizens actually have to take matters into their own hands as well. Because as soon as America says, look, if you're affiliated with these cartels, or you're covering for these cartels, like you are the enemy, right? All of a sudden, these people are going to have to be like, oh man, I like my safety, but who's going to make me safer? The United States military or these drug cartels?
Very true. I'm with you 100%. But okay, so if we could do this, what is stopping us from doing this? I think it's a very fair question. What is keeping us from going out there and taking action and saving American lives? What's been holding us?
Object of hate. You are right. All right, but you're wrong at the same time, right? He says, it's worth remembering the U.S. has fought in Mexico in the 19th and early 20th century. Yes, in the Spanish-American War and the fucking Mexican-American War at that point. And let me tell you like this, son, all right? This is not the U.S. military we're talking about back then, all right? We're talking about the U.S. military now.
The best in the world.
Yo, we're not declaring war on Mexico. It'd be, like I said, it's declaring these cartels. They're operating like a rogue state, which is That's anybody they claim a monopoly of force over the area and they enforce it, right? Like once you have a gang so powerful that if they arrest somebody, that gang can go with and shoot up the police station until the police have no option but to give them their gang leader back.
Right. I mean, like, think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. Iraq. Okay, when we went in 2003, right, something like that.
Yeah.
Right. When we went into Iraq in 2003, Iraq was the 4th strongest military in the world, and we wiped them out in like a week and a half. They were taking off their uniforms and running the fuck away. All right, that's the level that the U.S. military is on right now. Mexico on the list of good countries as far as militaries are concerned. When everybody found out that like the fucking Mexican Air Force had fucking UFOs flying around it, motherfuckers weren't like, "Hey man, fucking like yo, there was UFOs there." They were like, "How the fuck did they get jacked?"
Okay, so here's my question though. This might be one of the things holding us back here. Do you remember when we killed Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
We didn't let the government in that area know that we were going to be hitting there for fear that they might inform bin Laden that we were going to be going after him. So we're not.
I actually don't think Mexico's corrupt at the very, very top. I think it's.
I think it's corrupt at the top as fuck. I think everybody's getting paid in that bitch. Even the former fucking president, Enrique Peña Nieto, the fucker who met with Trump, has fucking Mexican cartel ties, dude. Everyone is involved in this shit. So are we going to go into Mexico with operations and not talk to the Mexican government? Are we just going to wing it? What are we going to do?
The cartel members at this point, legitimately, like, in the middle of the street, they're executing politicians. Broad daylight.
Yeah, you can't run against them.
You know what I mean? Like, broad daylight, they're executing politicians.
How are they? How can you fix that? I mean, this is one of the things.
You eliminate the cartels, and what
There's no peaceful solution in Mexico for fixing this issue.
There is.
No, there's no peaceful one. Yeah, you can't vote. You can't vote people in that are gonna be strongmen and weed out corruption. Because that's like voting people in that are going to weed out their own military, right? Because the cartels are stronger than the Mexican military. We can agree with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, maybe the Mexican have some planes and shit, but overall, like they don't have the numbers and the number of people. They're executing politicians in the street.
Bro, I'd make an argument that the cartels are the fucking Mexican military, are one and the same at this point. Do you think Mexican military guys, we pay our own military members in this nation shit. Imagine what they get in fucking Mexico. Bro, they're one and the same at this point. So assume that they're into it and assume the government officials are into it. Assume the president himself might be involved in this shit.
Well, they would get out real quick if we just said, we're going to go wipe out the cartels. If you get in our way, we will go after you too. So... I mean, that's all there's to it. If we said that to him, the president of Mexico could kick and scream and cry, but he wouldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, the only people who would bitch would be the UN, and even then, like the UN, I mean, like we could look at him like Dave Chappelle and go,
American leftist.
Yeah, the UN would bitch, right? They would go, "Oh man, you can't do that," and we do what Dave Chappelle did. We go, "Hey, look, man, if you got a problem with it, you know what you should do? You should sanction us. All right, you should sanction us with your army." Oh, that's right. You don't have an army. Maybe you should shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that dude who fucking runs the goddamn UN speaks 16 languages. He gonna need him when he's out in the middle of motherfucking Times Square selling hats. You know what I mean? Like, fuck y'all niggas. And that's what the hell we should do. And when the UN has a problem with it, we'll leave and tell them to go fuck off. Like real shit. And here's the other half of this too, as well. Like here's the other part of this we really need to deal with too. The fucking HSBC fucking bank that's holding all the cartels fucking money and laundering shit for them all the goddamn time. They need to go to jail as well. All of them, from the teller to the goddamn motherfucking CEOs, need to go to jail because they're all in on it in fucking Mexico.
Well, look, for some odd reason, I'm thinking about Napoleon going into Spain against one enemy, and that one enemy became hundreds of thousands of enemies. And then Spain ended up staying in Spain. I mean, Napoleon ended up staying in Spain for fucking years after that, and his men kept getting slaughtered in guerrilla tactic warfare. I mean, how do we know that it's not going to eventually turn into the people themselves?
Because 95% of the people, unless we do something absolutely heinous, 95% of the people in Mexico, I guarantee you,
are against cartels
to end and want the cartels to go away.
How do you know that those 95% of the people aren't a percentage of those people who are happy about the cartels because they're getting fed by the cartels because they can't get fed by their own government?
I would be willing to bet that if you went to these people that they're not going to have anything positive to say about the cartels, they're like, yeah, I basically do slave labor and I get meals. I would rather not be doing this. If America could help out, it'd probably be great. I don't think
that the Mexicans.
I don't like working out of fear for my life if I ever oppose these people.
Yeah, something.
I don't think the Mexicans mind the cartels. I'll be honest.
I don't think the Mexicans mind the cartels either, and that's what's worrying about it.
I think they do.
I really don't think, you know what I'm saying, that like it's gonna actually basically turn into a war where it looks like, you know, where like the Mexicans feel some sort of kind of way about shit, and there will be atrocities and there'll be bad shit that happens, and we'll get fucking blamed as always, you know what I mean, because that fucking shit happens, and soldiers are going to be soldiers during war, and there's going to be a lot of civilian goddamn casualties. But you know what, this shit needs to fucking happen. And like gaming, we were talking about it, and gaming was talking about, you know, you can't, like, not only would you have problems there, but you end up with Mexican terrorists here, right? Which would be something that would be a fucking issue. And I feel you, with 30 million motherfucking Mexicans living here, basically a quarter of their goddamn population lives here. Yo, round them the fuck up and send them the fuck back home. You know what I mean? If it really comes down to it, real shit.
You know what it is, and I'm with you 100%, Pnoid. I want something to be done about it because I'm tired of us losing American lives. I just don't know what's the right strategy here. If we could wipe them all out in a go, I'd be with you. But it seems to be so corrupt up to the very top to me that I don't know what's the proper solution in this case.
No, it's really, I'm not joking with you, dude. Like, legit, you go down there and you burn all the fields full of fucking cocaine and shit, and you go through and you legitimately bomb these fucking cartel members. You bomb their houses, and if their children get in the fucking way, you do what you got. Yo, you just go, man, look, sorry, homie, is what it is, right? You bomb everybody. You fucking go through and you wipe these motherfuckers off the face of the fucking earth.
Yeah,
and then you do it from the fucking skies.
Then you get the fuck out, and then if it, you know, it's corrupt from the top, right?
Yeah,
pop up again, we go back in and do the same thing. Like, they just, you know, people are going to be a lot less likely to engage in the cartel-like activities. They're at least going to have to be smarter, less violent, more like the mob instead of a rogue state. Because yeah, we can't have these people that, I mean, they're operating on our border. Like, they're putting U.S. citizens' lives in danger constantly. Like, how many of these cartel members are in our jails right now?
A lot. You know what I mean? And like, yo, legit, like, it's yeah, I'd say send them to Antarctica, but I think it'd be too expensive to do so. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, it's,
let the penguins deal with them.
Yeah, like, dude, like, there has to be some way to like fucking like deal with these goddamn people. You know what I mean? Airdrop them. You know what I mean? Fucking without a parachute or something into the fucking Mexican side of the border.
Mexican cartels versus the Nazi penguins. I think the Nazis fucking wipe the floor on them.
Drop them in the Pacific. Let the dolphins have them. You know, like fucking. Yo, it's kind of on that. Whatever. I don't know, man. Legit, I don't know what exactly to do. You know what I mean? With any of these fucking.
We know something needs to be done. We absolutely know something must be done in this case.
And there's no peaceful solution. That's the thing. I'm against wars, but the reason you have a military is to protect your borders. This is happening on our fucking border. We got to stop it. Like, that's the legitimate reason we have a military. So let's deal with this. Like I said, it's a rogue state. It's not just like gangs. Like, you know, this is what the left is going to say. They're going to be like, oh, right, so are we just going to do the same thing to deal with the gangs in Baltimore, just bomb houses and kill their kids? I was like, no, this isn't the same thing, right? Those gangs aren't showing up to City Hall with guns demanding that we release their friends from prison.
I have a question.
They don't have that kind of power.
Exo, I have a question for you and Pnoid Then explain to me if this option must have been thought about by everyone at some point in our government. Why haven't we taken this step? What's holding our government back from taking this step? We've lost American lives. What could possibly be holding us back?
Politics. It politically looks bad, right? Most people would think of this as us going into and invading another sovereign country, but
that's how I would see it.
Well, so I mean, Mexico claims that that's their sovereign territory, but they have no control of force on it. And my idea, a state to me, is whoever owns the monopoly of force.
If you don't mind me saying,
and at the U.S. border, Mexico does not have a monopoly of force there. The cartels do.
I just wanted to mention to you, I'm just trying to think about it like how it would look from the outside. I'm with you guys as far as actions need to be taken. I'm just trying to see it from the other perspective, and it looks like we're being a bully and we're just invading another country. But we have had issues this long that we need to take something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're going to look at it. It's like we're attacking Mexican citizens, and that's just where we got to tell people these aren't Mexican citizens. These people decided that they're their own state, right? They operate outside of the laws of Mexico, and they have the firepower and the intent. They've already shown that they are willing, if the Mexican government does anything to them, that they're going to overpower the Mexican government. It's already happened.
Pnoid,
I think it's the CIA thing, right? I think that's part of the problem, as well as our government officials, like our fucking CIA and fucking FBI and shit, make a lot of money selling fucking drugs and moving cocaine over that goddamn border and dealing with these cartels on a regular basis. So much so that there's actual pushback to fucking really dealing with this goddamn problem.
I mean, that's true. If we dealt with the problem, look at how many government jobs we could axe.
Well, yeah, it's not just that. It's legit. The CIA has been a fucking problem in this fucking drug war for a long goddamn time, and everybody's fucking known it. It has been open information that fucking the CIA have been dealing goddamn drugs in the hood forever. All right, and they've been moving guns. And when they found that dude, what the fuck's his name? The big drug kingpin here recently, they went through his fucking guns and they found one of the Fast and the Furious guns that the fucking Eric Holder sold to him.
Oh yeah,
his possession.
I remember that. Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you a question, Pnoid. You've read Sun Tzu, The Art of War, correct? You've read that book. Okay, so what is the number one thing you need in order to declare a war? If you're gonna go to war with another country, what is the number one thing you need according to Sun Tzu? Do you remember? I'll tell you if you don't remember.
No, I don't remember. Go ahead.
You need the will of the people. Number one. If you don't have the will of the people, then you're not going to have anybody going through with a war.
I'm pretty sure if they would have really hammered, if Trump really wanted to go in there, he could have hammered on the American babies that were killed. Right? Mm-hmm. That's how you get women to say, we need to go deal with these cartels.
There must be overwhelming support for it if we're going to go in there. I don't think we'd get overwhelming support, because the reason we lost the war in Vietnam wasn't because we lost the war. It was because we lost support of the people here in the United States to prolong the war any further. So if you're not going to get, if you can get the population, the people of the United States to support going into Mexico, then we would be all for it. I think that's the thing holding us back. I think that's the solution here. If we were to go on a campaign of advertising, should we go into Mexico and all the benefits it would have, then that would be the step that would take for us to go into Mexico and finally deal with this shit. What do you think?
I think legit, fucking without a major push from our news media, you're not going to have that. But here's the thing, dude. Yo, how many countries do you think we're in right now fucking conducting goddamn military operations?
150 something, almost 200.
Conducting military operations.
Everywhere.
8 right now. There's 8 countries we are actively fucking bombing goddamn targets and shit right now. 8 countries. And you can't even name them, and most of us can't. Here's the thing. The Secretary of State, John Kerry, all right, when he was he couldn't even name all the countries we were at war with. He had no idea.
Afghanistan. I got 5, I think.
Afghanistan,
Iraq, Libya, Syria. Fucking, goddamn it,
Iraq.
fucking.
So that gives you 5.
Half of them are gonna be in the fucking Middle East. By far.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Libya, Lebanon. We're there again.
Okay, so that's 6. You missed Yemen.
Niger, and I think the other one. There's another one, Sierra Leone or some shit like that. Like, yo, we've been bombing all these fucking countries forever, legit. And we don't stand here and fucking day like, yo, we're gonna stand here and say we have a problem going and bombing some goddamn cartel members.
I think people would see it as an act of aggression and they'd be against it. I want to do it.
Yeah,
Pnoid. I'm with you.
It's close to home too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
All it would take is one video of, look what these U.S. bombs did, right? They killed the children of some cartel members.
And if it's gonna be, let's say Donald Trump invaded, they would literally the liberals own the media, so they would bring out all these bullshit stories about how our troops are treating them inhumanely and all this other bullshit. That would hold everything back. The problem is it's the media. Our key way of advertising and promoting our ideas are owned by the fucking liberals. So that hurts us from the very start, pretty much.
All right, later, Goody. Yo, Object of Hate fucking named him. Fucking, he said, and it's Syria, Iraq, Yemen, right? Is the one we're missing.
No, I said
Yemen.
I said
you
Yemen.
said Yemen. Come on, man. Show. Stop being fucking retarded. Fucking Yemen, Afghanistan, Somalia, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso.
Object of Hate is a smart dude. Not bad, man.
Yeah, and he watches the BBC, and they actually do like real news reporting and shit, unlike American media. You know what I mean?
Sometimes.
I'm not a big fan of the BBC.
It's not great, but they somehow manage to do better than. Well, actually, no. We set the bar so low that the BBC is fucking great.
Yeah, yo, like the BBC makes fucking like CNN and MSNBC look like. It makes them two look like they're like the fucking high school paper and shit when it really comes down to it, But yo, man, look, this stream's winding down. I'm getting tired. I gotta get my laundry out of the motherfucking dryer and shit. So here's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys fucking check out the links I'm gonna post up in Discord. I told you we're gonna start doing some motherfucking podcasts and shit and make these into podcasts so individuals have an opportunity to listen to them. Obviously, they actually avoid you. I don't know, whatever you watch, right? Fucking, let us know. But I want to thank you, Wade, for coming on. And my brother Excel, man. Like, yo, it's nice to see you out here. Streaming and fucking enjoying yourself on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, you, Wade. You want to promote your channel, man?
I'm about to really start enjoying myself after we end this stream.
Well, like, whatever you do in the bathtub is your business. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fucking you, Wade, you want to promote your channel?
My name is Yue. I like to have streams from time to time where we discuss important issues and we like to shoot the shit. Very similar to what we did here today. If you'd ever like to come by, you're more than welcome to come by. Get in the Discord. I'll bring you on and we can just have some fun, important conversations that need to be had. Thank you so much, Pnoid. It was a pleasure coming on your stream, buddy. Thank you.
Situation. Always nice to have you on, my brother. I'm gonna fucking holler for you. I'm gonna holler at you. Hang on. Let me get out of here. Hang on. It says end broadcast.
All right, Pnoid, shut this bitch down.
I'm trying to shut this bitch down. There we go. End broadcast.